From me to you, sports talk. What you expect? It ain't about who said it first. It's about who got it right.
Listen up, everybody. We just had the draft. One thing I've always felt about the NBA draft is after the first couple picks, it's like you could turn the draft off. I actually started to flick through channels, G. Once about the eighth pick or whatnot. I mean, no, actually, I usually watch the top 10. And then after that, I'll start just changing because they start drafting guys that you like who are these guys? Like, let's see if I can find one. Like the guy the Knicks drafted. I think that might be a reach, but I mean, who are we to question, Phil Jackson? A lot of people thought that he shouldn't have drafted Porzingis, but he got Porzingis. You can go down. The 27th draft pick, Kyle Kuzma. Oh, okay, that's the dude from Utah. He was good. But the guy from Australia with the 76ers, John Bolden, 36th pick. And it just be a bunch of guys. You're like, who are these guys? Who are these guys? The biggest thing that I think we could take away from the NBA draft is there's a couple players that you must get. Like out of 60 picks, let's just put this out there. Out of 60 picks, only 3 players will make any contribution, any major contribution at all next year anyways. I mean, that's just the way the NBA is. It's a veteran-led league. So, it's nice. I see a lot of people are really excited about the 76ers and like, oh, we got Markelle Fultz. Man, I still think 76ers lose about 40-something games this year. 50-something, maybe. I mean, having that young talent don't translate. This isn't college basketball where you can have 5 of the top freshmen. Where you could have the number 1 point guard, number 1 shooting guard, number 1 small forward, power forward, and center in the country, and you might win a championship, or that at least guarantee you a Final Four. But in the NBA, you can have all that. You can literally draft your whole roster out of a draft, and you can still wind up losing about 60 games throughout the year. Because it's about veteran experience, and a lot of these guys' games don't even translate to the NBA. Now, with me saying that, I must say this. Lonzo Ball is a bad man. I don't think you pass up on him. I know G might have a different take on that, but I'll say that because I've watched this guy play, and I came to the conclusion. Lonzo Ball, I think, is so good that he doesn't give it his all at times, which shouldn't be an excuse because there can be a bad side to that as well. Because once he does get to the NBA and you're asking the guy to give his all the whole time, and he's like, well, I'm used to kind of going like 80% because I'm used to relying on my skills, and I'm used to playing against guys who I'm just so much better than. Whereas now he's in the NBA and it's like, no, you got to bring that 100% at all times. I think LeVar Ball was behind Lonzo. Definitely tell him, like, hey, don't get hurt. I understand it's college. Hey, go out there, ball out, And then after that, we're going to come up with our big baller brand. Like, I think it was a big master plan to the madness. I'll say that. Lonzo Ball, I think, is very special. I always talk about his IQ. I think he makes everybody around him better. Now, what did it say? I think I seen a stat where it's like he only shoot threes or layups. So I didn't really see him shoot too many mid-range jump shots, which we know as a point guard, you're probably going to need that in your arsenal, unless you can shoot like Steph Curry. Now, I've said this, and I know G feel the same way. What you did in college is now out the window. It doesn't matter. This is the NBA now, Lonzo. So we have to see what Lonzo is going to do in the NBA. All that he did at UCLA is done. Clean slate, right? Because we've seen way too many guys who came out of college who did all that, got to the NBA, and it's like, whoa. Then we got to keep in mind, Lonzo is also playing at the toughest position by far in the NBA. I've been saying this. Just like Calipari said, there's no such thing as a point guard no more. You're not point guard. Your point guard better be a shooting guard as well. Your point guard might need to be a small forward. Like, you need to be able to score. You need to be able to rebound to some extent. You need to be able to, pass the ball. I wouldn't even really say pass the ball because this isn't like how it was back in the days. You dribble the ball up the court and get a ball to the shooting guard and let him shoot the ball. No. Your point guard needs to be the first or the second best on the team. If he's not the first, he needs to be 1A. So, Lonzo Ball. I want to see is he going to be able to score on the NBA level, of course. I know that kind of might sound crazy. I say kind of might. I'm sorry. I know that might sound crazy, but what Fultz showed is this is a guy who is 6'4", who can really bang with the best of them. He has a great jump shot. Now, the knock on him is he only won 8 games. So it kind of makes you think like, well, he only won 8 games and we're drafting with our number 1 pick. How can we trust a guy who only won 8 games to even take us to the promised land, to take us to a playoff game? So I think that'll be very interesting to see. Ben Simmons, let's not forget, is also a rookie this year. Now, so the whole, Lonzo Ball is going to win Rookie of the Year. Wait, don't forget, Ben Simmons is a rookie this year. Same thing happened with Blake Griffin. Remember, G, when Blake Griffin got hurt? Sat out that whole year. They're like, all right, come on. Which is you kind of rip fans off from their tickets. So I'm pretty sure a lot of fans would go buy tickets like, we're getting Ben Simmons. Let me go buy tickets. Just to find out he's not going to play the whole year. And I'm pretty sure Ben Simmons could have played about 6 months ago. But it's like, now, we're just going to, we're not that good, all right? So we're just going to wait and draft somebody else. Then we'll put you in there so you ain't got to even worry about suffering and going through the whole process like Embiid is going through. But I see a lot of 76ers fans are very excited about this, and I don't really expect them to win over maybe, well, of course they ain't win no 50 games. Not yet. That'd be crazy. They'll be lucky to even split 41-41, I think.
Yeah, I think that's expected. 500 to be cool, but with the East, give and take, I say this: I'm happy for Philadelphia. I like the Fultz kid. He's a straight up scorer. He got a little assist. I think he averaged like 5.3 assists. Plus with Ben Simmons coming at a 6'10", 200, they say now he's 251. He's a ball handler too, not a good jump shooter. So you got to look at that too. Would that hinder Philadelphia offense? Then you got to look at Joel Embiid, his health. He showed us glimpses and flashes of the process. He's giving Philadelphia hope, the city. And Philly been, in a spiral for the past 10, 11 years. For them to get those 2 guys and with Embiid, and let's not forget Okafor. If Okafor could come in and play the 4, or I even thought, you might want to ship him out for a decent 2 guard. I was thinking of that. If he's not happy in Philly, I think Philly got 3 guys that you can build around. Health gonna be a huge part of it. Chemistry got to play a fact. Guys got to learn how to play off each other as well. Hopefully they got the right coaching staff to lead them and guide them in to that right direction. Because, I'm looking at the second phase of the star players, and none of these guys are stars yet. But you is happy that, from them playing college, you hope they be stars, can just continue being good, because we want more teams getting better. We don't want these teams always drafting and, next year, 5 years straight, you're in the top 5. It's about time to pick it up. These draft players got to start paying off at some point, or they just overrated. Because, Cleveland, Boston, Miami, we basically, the past 7 years, we know who's going to be in the final. The past 7 years, we know who's going to be the top 5 teams. And it's like, come on. We need fans to start coming to these regular season games now instead of waiting to the playoffs. I think Fultz, like you said, his team only had 8 wins. He was the only diamond there. That's cool. I done seen players do that and come in the game and still transcend, because to me, Fultz got a more of an NBA game. To me, spread the floor wide open, high screening rolls, decent jump shot. He can penetrate, and his size is going to be key. But like you said, Calipari said, your point guard better be 6'4" and up. Your point guard might be a LeBron James, point forward. Ben Simmons played a point forward. But that's just letting you know that our game is changing. My era, I was used to the traditional 6'3" and under point guard, guys who ran the show. But now you look at guys like Steph Curry, Kyrie Irving, Damian Lillard, Russell Westbrook. You can pencil these guys in for 20 to 25 points a night. They might give you 5, 6, 7 assists, but they're there to get buckets just as well, getting people involved. And I can see with these draft picks that this is where it's going. And Alonzo Ball is in a great situation, I say. And I'm not a guy to sit up here and say he's the greatest thing since sliced pie. I can name about 100 college players that he won't even be mentioned next to them. And from what I've seen, he's a good player. Do I see greatness? That's all to tell. But 14, 7, and 6 he was averaging. Them are good numbers. I think he can put them numbers in the NBA. I don't see nothing wrong with that. I won't say, he should come in averaging 25 to 30. No, that's probably not his game. I can see him getting people involved. I think he's going to have a good year. Lakers put the right pieces around him. Before it's playing hard, he's going to find out. Playing hard on both ends is different. He's going to find out when he's on the island with Damian Lillard. He's going to find out when he's on the island with Steph Curry. He's going to find out when he's on the island with Kyrie Irving. Russell Westbrook coming at you. There's nobody you can name in college that's faster than Westbrook that's going to come down his throat. And yes, he's going to get cooked. But it's all a learning process. He's going to have his moments on them guys as well. He's not a big, strong guy. He's a frail, pretty slim guy. And he's going to find out playing 30 minutes, 36 minutes in the NBA banging with bodies. That plays a part too. You can freelance in college, take breaks off. But with a team like Golden State get the ball and you at half court and they at half court, which you're like, whoa. Yeah, lay up. Now you get the ball. Come on, right back. Change of pace. But he's going to have his moments. Folks going to have his moments. Simmons going to have his moments. Mm-hmm. All them guys, I just think they're going to be okay. And I think they're going to help the NBA, with marketing and everything. Everybody's not going to like you, You got people that's hating already on Ball. Oh, man, Magic. He traded Russell D'Angelo and giving this guy the keys to the franchise. I said, we all take chances with every draft pick. Why you think they call bust? Because you taking a risk on a guy that you think can change your franchise. And if it don't happen, us guys in the barbershop, we're going to be critical. Because when the media sells you to us, we sitting back. Yes, some of us wait on you to mess up to get you. I've been guilty of it, but it's just part of sports. Fans are just like that. But they gotta have them guys. Got to be around guys that can keep their spirits lifted and let them know every night's not gonna be your night.
Perfect. Right quick, G. Right quick. That you said something like that, and I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go again. But when you said the perfect word, they have to be around guys who can basically keep their spirits lifted, like veterans. We need, like for the 76ers, of course. Okay, yes, that's a lot of nice young talent. But when they are going through a 3-game losing skid, when they are playing 10 games on the road and they're going through the worst times, like what is that general manager going to do to try to implement some type of veteran presence there? Because we know that young stuff that ain't cutting anybody. No, you're not. Sorry, especially with Golden State. Right now, it don't look like nobody winning nothing anyway for another 3 years. 3 years, well, as long as Golden State stays together. And one more thing, before I let you go, is the whole veteran thing. De'Aaron Fox, I like you, but now you about to go to Sacramento, and I'm a firm believer in this. I think some teams can really be detrimental to your process, to your progress. I think some organizations like, okay, Sacramento, we have seen how Sacramento has treated their stars, right? We just seen it. Vladdy just gave up the markets for Meeks and them. Now you about to put De'Aaron Fox on Sacramento, and it's like, okay, who else I got to borrow? What happened? Tyreek Evans. We seen a couple of their other stars. It's like, for some reason, like those guys who have went there, and I'm not speaking about Mike Bibby and Paige and those guys, but I mean like recently, man, the guys who have went to Sacramento, it's like, what happened? But then again, This guy's going to the West, and just like G was saying, he got Dame one night, then he got Steph the next night, then he got Russ the next night, then he got Moutier one night, then he got Eric Bledsoe one night, and it's like you just don't get a break, especially in the West. This is the hardest, so I can understand if some of the point guards go by the wayside and they look like a shell of themselves. Because this isn't college no more. Like, you're going to the point guard. I can see if you was a 2 getting drafted, like a shooting guard. Like it's so crazy in the NBA that it's like the shooting guard position is like the third. I mean, as a whole, it's probably like the third best position the third best position on the court. First point guard, then small forward, and then it goes shooting guard now. The center, we all know, center position is probably the worst position on the court now, but. Like you're saying, G, you're right. You're going to need some presence, somebody to, like, keep their spirits uplifted. Big time.
And I was telling Chris at the barbershop yesterday, you know, when I evaluate from my eye, you know, I'm not always right, you know, but I watched this game a long time and just to see what a rookie need around him. And I said in football, too. When you draft a person, the worst thing you can do is this. Put a rookie in a situation to save your franchise alone. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people don't see that. They think he got to come out and doing this. Who's around him? Like you was talking about De'Aaron Fox. You know, it's hard when you playing with veterans that know your moves, can call out your plays, and knowing that you just the man. Everybody's not going to be a LeBron James, a Carmelo Anthony, Allen Iverson. These guys are special. These guys are gifted. You know, it's a difference. Because when I say special and gifted, that's better than great and good. I separate them apart. Because when you good, okay, you good. When you great, you great. But when you special, when you gifted, that's a whole nother level of basketball to me. And it's only a few I can say that about. LeBron was special, gifted, you know, and then to always look at him and you're going to compare your rookie to that is like far-fetched. Like, you really going to compare me to what he did? Even though you're not selling yourself short, but in reality, when you think and see what's around you, you ask the coach, what are our expectations? Instead of, you know, you gassing me up, you telling me all the good things. When I'm down, I hope you be there. When they ask you in the press conference about me, I hope you say the right things because that's where conflict comes. And that's what I don't want to play for you no more. I don't trust you. Mm-hmm. It's like in Philadelphia, they're using the process. I love that word. Love it. Because they should have been saying that when they get a lot of these rookies. It's a process. Some rookies don't get into 5 years. I done seen that in the NBA. Everybody's not made to be a star. You just hope and pray that that person become a star. And then another thing that they don't do in all sports, that's why guys fail because they don't never work on their flaws. They just gas they best. A coach supposed to work on a guy's flaws to make him a complete player. Instead of always pushing, oh man, yeah, you could do this good. You could. What can I do good? Let's work on that. Give me a coach and work on what I can't do good, what I need to improve. Like Ben Simmons. You could do everything, but I'm going to leave you open to shoot.
Amen.
You might make some, but I want you to at least be shooting 56 or 57% from the field, including your jump shot. Make them pay. That's a difference. Every play you do, Ben, is not going to be an oop, not going to be a dunk. You're not going to have the lane wide open. You're not going to have a breakaway. LeBron James can tell you that. He had to work on his jump shot. And as you see, in his 14th year, it's like he really got it now.
Oh, man. He's knocking it down.
Exactly. And that's what I'm telling people. Like, you really got to see what's around you. And as a franchise, as a GM, I know it's hard in certain places to get, you know, good veteran free agents to come land there. Because now the game has changed. It's more of a buddy thing now. I wish Philadelphia would get some people, some nice little veterans. I won't mind seeing a Rondo go there if he get bought out, just to show and help.
Yeah, a
or
leader in the
guys like a
locker
Pope.
room. A leader in the
Exactly.
locker room, something like that. Makes sense.
You
Makes sense.
like it for ball. For ball. I want Ball to have a veteran there that can show him, that can help him. But Ball got it different. People fail to realize how to break this down yesterday. I'm gonna give it back to you, Tate.
Mhm.
Ball in the place. Remember Kobe Bryant
Mhm.
when he went through his struggles in Utah, the 6 air balls.
Mm.
He was told he was called Showboat by Shaq and the Cedric Ceballos and Nick Van Exel. They teased him. But guess who was there to comfort him? He had 2 legends, Mr. West
Jerry West. Okay, I was gonna say West.
and Magic Johnson, to talk to him. Now, who is folks gonna talk to? Allen Iverson ain't gonna listen. Allen Iverson ain't gonna be there. You know what I'm talking about?
Mhm.
Who is Monk? Now Monk can talk to Michael Jordan. Good. Who what's the Jackson guy? Julian Jackson. From Kansas. Josh. I'm sorry, listener. Josh Jackson. Who is he gonna talk to? Charles Barkley gonna be there?
No.
Steve Nash still in there?
They got the coach. What's his name?
That's Earl Watson. I'm
Earl
talking about a
Watson.
legend.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm talking about 50 grade. That's what they got to talk to. Come here, come in my office. Coach could call him in. Hey, can you talk to our young guy, Magic? When Ball mess up, come in, Ball. And I saw the press conference. Magic say, "You see that trophy case over there? Yeah, okay. We want you to add to that already."
Yeah, big expectations is put on him already. Like he got the world on his shoulders. Like, hey, but this is what you wanted. This is what you wanted. Your dad and all y'all spoke about it. Hey, they gonna get the ball, and then they gonna draft ball and everything. I'm over here just looking at the Kings roster, and we're over here talking about veterans to really guide these guys. And man, when you think about what these dudes did in college, I'm about to name off some of these names, and then you look at it like, wow, they got all of these guys in the NBA. They just go to show that everybody college game doesn't translate. Like Rudy Gay, we know what Rudy Gay did in college, and he's had a pretty good NBA career, I would say. He really hasn't won anything, so I would say maybe a decent Libissery.
Right.
The number one center coming out of high school, Darren Collison at UCLA, a beast. Willie Cauley-Stein, good at protecting the rim. Tyreek Evans, we know what he did at Memphis. Ben McLemore, a guy who I was never too fond of, but he was like he was like, what did he go, like top 5 or something? Yeah, you got Kansas and everybody like hyped him up so much. I'm like, he doesn't do it. Ty Lawson, we already know his track record at North Carolina. Buddy Hield at Oklahoma, we already know. Nothing else need to be said. And it's these foreign guys. Costa Kufis, we already know what he did at Ohio State. Malachi Richardson from Syracuse, balled out. So you mean to me they got all of these guys, and these guys can't even win 30 games in the NBA? That's just go to show it's hard. It's so hard out here to really string together winning streaks in the NBA. Especially when you're going against Golden State, when you got to play Golden State like 6 times throughout the year, when you got to play Portland. I've said this, Portland. I want Portland to get one more. Like if Portland could somehow, some way get Paul George, something like that. Because man, them boys need one more. Them boys need one more player to bang with them. I'm telling you, Dame and C.J. McCollum need a small forward just to bang with them. Like honestly, when you think about it,
what's wrong with Rudy Gay going there?
Oh, I don't. That's a good question. That's a good question, but nah, I wouldn't maybe a score. I need somebody who can bring some leadership to my team, I think. And I've not Paul George, and I've not Paul George at the time. Go ahead, G.
That's what I was about to say. Like,
yeah, I don't.
So now what is this? But I see. But go ahead, finish.
No, I mean, I'm just saying, leader. I mean, like God, it ain't like I can say Kawhi Leonard go over there. See, then it's over. If Kawhi Leonard goes over there, it's like whoa. Now the power just. You don't think so, man? I mean, okay.
Who they bench? See? Go ahead. Go ahead.
No. Talk one because we over having a discussion.
How much?
Portland ain't bad, G. Portland ain't bad at all. Portland don't have a bad bench.
I like Portland, but defense, you got to play some defense as well. And then we look at KD, Clay, Curry, Draymond. But Iggy, Livingston, McGee, West, Clark. Man, these guys played.
They got a
even
bench. Them boys deep, G.
That's what I'm saying,
Them boys
man.
is deep, man.
You see who they just got in the draft from
Yes,
Chicago?
yep. Wait, Bell, right? Bell. They got dude from Oregon,
Yeah,
right?
man. Jordan Bell. Is you serious?
Dude, that dude look like a football player.
13, 12, and like 3.5 blocks a game.
Gee, I watched that dude play
Is you
Oregon.
serious?
That dude is like a monster out there. I'm like, man. And you know what? And G, you already know because me and you think the same. We already know why they went to go get him. They said, guess what, LeBron? We got somebody else to guard you now. Come on, just in case. Just in case we see you again, we going to have another body to throw at you. So now, not only are you going to get Draymond, not only are you going to get Durant, not only are you going to get Clay, Iggy. We'll bring the one dude, what's his name, McAdoo. Not only can you possibly get him at times, that's 5. Now we got a 6 body to throw at you. We're going to get a little fresh, young leg rookie to come in there and guard you as well. See, that's the thing, G. People ain't paying attention. LeBron has so many bodies thrown at him. So many. That's the thing. It's not about wearing LeBron out first game. Now, come on, yo. We go, because, you know, we preparing for you. Just as much as the whole NBA preparing for us, we preparing for them. Golden State ain't worried about, Golden State will beat the 76ers 4-0. Golden State ain't worried about them because ain't nobody else on their level at all. Now, I'll say this. They're not that much better than the Cavaliers. I've said that. But with Golden State keep making moves and keep making transactions and keep pulling in players, then we're going to see a large disparity. Because right now in that Cleveland locker room, G, I don't know what's going on. But you know what? We're not going to get...
Cleveland about to make a move. I'm going to say this.
You think so?
I know so.
They have to.
I know so.
They have to.
Cleveland will make a move to make it look, yeah. The only thing is this. The move we talking about with Golden State, right? Mm-hmm. Where did it come from?
GM.
Was it a draft pick?
Yep.
So, booyah. You're not calling no names. No used to be stars. Draft. When everybody talk this super team stuff, think of draft picks before you think of Kevin Durant, please. That's all I'm saying. No lies. I'm not making up nothing. This is why I like this team. It was a process that word. Remember I said Philadelphia using now? Mm-hmm. Do you remember? I'm about to pick your head real quick. Do you remember? What's the owner name for Golden State? Is it Myers?
Bob something. I'll get the answer for you right now. Golden State owner.
For Caleb?
I think it is. It's Joseph S. Lakeup.
That's his name. Remember when Lakeup? I don't know if you saw it when he introduced Chris Mullin. Mm-hmm. And he grabbed the microphone. You can look it up on YouTube and how the fans booed him because he just traded Monte Ellis. Because you know him and Steph Curry had a little riff. I don't know if people know about that.
I didn't even know that. I didn't even know they had a riff.
That's the reason he got traded. Yeah.
Wow.
And
they were going in a new direction, maybe.
Yeah, that was the new direction.
Okay,
because he didn't want to play second fiddle to Stephen Curry. The ball needed to be in his hands. You know. So they booed Chris Mullin. He say, I understand you guys booing now, but it's a process to us being great. Just sit back and watch. And I appreciate you fans that came out. I can play that over and over. Then I go back and play, well, Stephen Curry, he's too small. He's just a jump shooter. He's be a good backup point guard. They say similarities. Steve Blake. Wow. Draymond Green, he's a little overweight. He's not that fast. You don't know is he the in-betweener guy? Is he a small forward? He's a power forward. He's too slow to be a small forward. He's too short to be a power forward. Good, decent backup player. You know, one of your eighth man is off the bench. Wow. Klay Thompson, catch and shoot guy. Nice release. He shot 91% from the free throw from Washington State. Not solid defenders. He need to put a little more weight on. He has heavy feet, for what I heard. Wow.
They should be saying stuff.
No, no, I'm just. But this would make it beautiful. Make it beautiful though. Now look, we a so-called super team, man. But I was drafted. I didn't leave on free agency. Kevin Durant did. That y'all got y'all right. And I can't call you a super team if he was a franchise player, he was a franchise player, he was a franchise player. Kevin Durant is a franchise player. I agree with you guys with that. But what they did through the draft, and they just now getting Jordan Bell, like you said, another 6'7", 6'8" guy, athletic, that can possibly try to guard LeBron.
Yeah, he had to throw that. Yeah, that try. That's all it's about, though, is another body.
You can easily say you're going to do something until you get in front of the.
Oh man.
I mean, they might use him for 6 fouls, just to help wear down LeBron. But I'm just saying, you can try to guard him. It ain't no easy task. I mean, Jordan Bell, yeah, you look like a Mack truck, but when you got a Mack truck coming back at you, let me see what type of Mack truck you are. That's all I'm saying. LeBron, a veteran now. He done seen everything, every defense you can throw at him. Every triple team, double team, single man, weak side help. He still can make that play.
Yes, sir.
So we just going to.
And Tatum. We have to talk about that. I think honestly, Jason Tatum will step into the best position out of everybody. Tatum, like what? I get to get drafted to a team that just went to the Eastern Conference Finals. Oh man, I love it. Now you just throw me in there, and I can help relieve some pressure off of IT. Man, I think a lot of people don't overlook that. Get drafted to the Celtics. We just went to the finals. I mean, to the Eastern Conference Finals. Oh man, he's in a really good position. I don't know if that's gonna get him over the hump. I was saying things about how they was willing to give up about 3 players. Who was it? Bradley, Crowder, and somebody else for PG. So I think this can be very interesting.
Smart.
Oh no, it wasn't smart. It wasn't smart.
It was smart.
It was smart.
It was smart. Yeah.
Oh, I like for some. Marcus Smart. He doesn't score the best, but he has heart and he has very good defense. He can guard them 1 through 3. So I don't know if I even throw that in there. Go ahead.
Ainge love Brown. Ainge see a high side on Brown.
Oh, Jalen. Okay,
like size because Brown's 6'7", and he got that tough mentality too. You remember he took little shots at LeBron. That ain't go well for him anyway. Like ain't nobody scared of LeBron and this and that and but
it only got him beat 4-1. That's it. Just a little good 4-1 beat.
40. They got blew up by 42 in the game. Yeah.
That's crazy, but we got a lot of stuff to look forward to, especially this year. We have a lot. Like I can't wait till this get off. I think the summer league is gonna be intriguing. I think everybody wants to see what is Lonzo gonna do, and we can't wait to see Markelle Fultz versus Lonzo Ball. We can't wait. And that you were saying something about remember Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson said we needed a leader. So he is giving this guy the key. He said, hey, we need a leader. De'Aaron Fox probably one of them guys who they had basketball practice. He probably was throwing a basketball at people and kept making jokes and stuff like, hey, he got talent. He got talent, so he gonna find a job. But I don't know if you're gonna be able to get the contract you wanted. Cause that boy Russell got game though. I was like, whoa, I didn't see that, but I was so confused. Remember me? We talked about it. I was like, how are they gonna do this with both of them? Because who gonna be able to guard the 2 position out of both of those guys? Like. So,
but the funny thing about it
is what?
Be honest with you, Tay. I always like the Jordan Clarkson more than I like D'Angelo Russell.
I like him too. I like Jordan Clarkson too. I like them both. I like them both.
It was just something about Clarkson.
He go at you, G. He go at you like.
That's what I'm saying. And to me, D'Angelo was just what I want to say. He was passive at times. Like when he should have, Clarkson, like, give me the ball. I'm about to, he got Kobe Bryant respect. You get Kobe Bryant respect, you mean you're doing something. You're doing something. And I wanted to add on one of the draft picks that caught my eye. that a lot of people's not talking about, and I think he fell into a great position. And I thought the Knicks was going to grab him. But in a way, I'm glad. I wanted them to get him, but in a way, I'm glad that they didn't get him. Is it Malik Monk? He went to the Hornets.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm seeing him with Kemba Walker, you know, as a backcourt tandem if everything works right. In the way he shoot the ball. You know, even though they did just get Dwight Howard, he's not what, you know, we all thought he would be at this moment in his career, this point in his career. But I just like the fact that he's around veterans. I like the fact that he's around a seasoned point guard. I like the fact that, you know, Nicholas Batum. He's been in the game a while. You know, Marvin Williams been in the game a while. I'm not saying it's going to bring no championship or nothing. It's just the fact that I think this can help Charlotte with wins. If everything come together, I really do. I think Charlotte will be back in the playoffs off this pick. Yes, I do. I'm putting pressure on them. I think this will get them back in the playoffs. If everything goes right.
They was right there. Because Charlotte was right there for making it. They almost they did. Who did they play this year? They lost to the Heat, right?
That was a year after.
That was the year after. Okay, I'm tripping. All right.
And another pick, the guy from Kentucky named Bam.
Oh yeah, Bam Adebayo.
He went to Miami. Him and Weiss. Oh my, whew, it's gonna get dark, man. If him and Whiteside, because I think he should start. You know, 250 pounds already. Oh, Pat Riley was like, yes, we got the guy we want. I thought he wasn't going to be there, but he fell right in my lap. And when Pat talk like that, that's a good thing.
That's a football player out there. Brad Adebayo is a football player, man. That dude crazy. That dude had an NBA body since he been in high school. Probably before that. He really looked the part from everybody else. But you know, all we can do is sit back and, of course, speculate. G, but I want to tell everybody, just tune into the summer league. The summer league is going to be very, 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 very intriguing.
Oh.
We're going to get to see some of the best players. Well,
when to start? You tell the viewers when to start. Do you got the time, the dates, like what day it start?
Summer league usually starts in, I want to say July, I think. Let's see.
It should be in about 2 weeks, right?
About a week. Summer League 2017. Let's see when the Summer League starts. Projecting. Oh, see, they're over here talking about rosters. July 7th. Yep, July 7th. So that's not too far out.
By you being over in the Tampa area, you don't ride up to go catch no game?
Oh yeah, I definitely am in Orlando. I definitely am. But I thought they played some in Vegas too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm saying you should catch the ones in Orlando.
Oh yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I am.
And another thing to our listeners. Today at 8 o'clock on Fox Sports 1, Ice Cube, 3-on-3 starts tonight. If anybody, you want to watch it before Power come on or anything,
thanks for reminding
I'm definitely going to check in. Fox Sports Net at 8 o'clock. The 3-on-3, the big 3-on-3 Ice Cube league. You know, it's still basketball. It's not the finals or nothing, but hey, sports lovers, basketball lovers, that's something we should key into. With our old veterans that used to play this game, help build this game, or be still playing. You know, they still think they got game. Guys like Kenyon Martin, Steven Jackson. You got Al Harrington. You got Roger Mason. You got the great Allen Iverson. You know, you got Rayshawn McCants. A lot of guys that you probably forgot about that might still be playing in this game. You're like, oh, I wonder what this guy been up to. And these guys still in decent shape for their age, too, so I'm going to give them a look.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So y'all heard that. Everybody continue to support the podcast, please. We appreciate all of our listeners. Download on YouTube. Please subscribe to the channel on YouTube, SoundCloud as well, iTunes, Libsyn, everywhere else. Please tell everybody about the podcast. Please. From me to you, signing out.